Yeah, we're going to get into Jada Kiss right now. Pause. Yeah, they had a podcast. I seen a little video of a podcast, the Jada Kiss and his pop going around, where it looks like him and his pop was on some podcast. Looked like Joe Buddens was there, and his pops was saying that he come from a 2-parent household, that he even sent them to private school, and that that Jada Kiss basically is not street like that. He come from a 2-parent household. So here, I'm gonna let y'all check it out for yourself. Y'all check it out. Let me know.
Dog, think about how deep that is, though. He had a parental guidance that won't ever be having, and a decision that big. That's crazy.
Well, to that point, since he became a father, he just came to appreciate growing up in a 2-parent household. Actually, it was a label that he didn't really want to talk about because it wasn't street. And he didn't tell you he went to private school, and we had...
No, that wasn't that niggas that started something. I didn't hear it in there.
I don't know.
Okay, so now let's unpack this. For those of y'all who ain't really familiar with Jada Kiss, he is a legendary 90s rapper who was first signed to Bad Boy, which is P. Diddy's label. He was with a legendary group called The Lox with Styles P and Sheek Louch. They then started calling themselves D-Block, added another member, J Hood, on their mixtapes. But primarily they the Lox. It's Jada Kiss, Sheek Louch, and Styles P. They come out of Yonkers. Far as I seen, Jada Kiss is one of the most legendary lyricists that's ever touched the mic. I wouldn't say he top 5 all time, but he's a great lyricist. Jada Kiss is one of the most respected lyricists to come out of NYC, period, hands down. Okay. Now, I'm seeing the blogs picking this up. A lot of them calling Jada Kiss fake, that he's not a real gangster, that he went to private school, that his pop just aired him out, that he's another fake rappers. You know what I'm saying? Another fake rapper. They also throwing Millies in there too, the white guy that you see him around doing videos with lately here. Young rapper from out of Philly named Millies. You know what I'm saying? They trying to say he fake too now. They throwing him into this. Okay. Now, why are we calling Jada Kiss fake? It's because because he had 2 parents in the household, and because he went to private school, right? Those are the 2 premises that we calling him fake. That y'all calling him fake. It's not because Yonkers is saying that he was fake. That niggas out of New York is saying that he was fake, right? Because when DMX was alive, DMX was vouching for Jada Kiss. Every dude from Harlem and around that area is vouching for Jada Kiss. So, in my opinion, this is my opinion on it. I don't feel like the dude is fake. Do I feel like he a gangster, he a shooter, that he's like King Von or somebody? No, I don't. I never felt like he was like that anyway. Do I feel like he probably sold drugs on the corner? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he sold crack back in the day before, because they said Jada Kiss was always on the corners rapping and hustling. That's what he was doing. Now, did his pop agree with that? No. Now, how many times have fathers wanted better for their kids and want their kids to go to private school, want their kids to stay out of the street, but their kids, right after private school, they outside with the rest of the hood kids? You know what I'm saying? So he was obviously outside, because he wouldn't have been able to rap as good. He wouldn't have had the visuals to put in those lyrics. He had to see those things at least to be able to paint those pictures so well for us. You know what I'm saying? So for me to sit up here and say he fake, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say he fake. Now, is he a killer? Is he a kingpin? No, I'm not going to do that either. No, he wasn't. Is he an artist? Yes, he is. He's one of the greatest artists to ever do it. One of the greatest rappers to ever come out of New York. Just because he went to private school don't mean that. See, y'all, that Eminem movie got y'all twisted. Y'all got to remember that was a battle. You're looking for anything to say to somebody to embarrass them within the battle. That don't mean just because you went to private school, literally in real life, that you ain't capable of being in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get things twisted and y'all get narratives and start running with them. Y'all got to stop slandering our OGs, man. Y'all got to stop doing this to our legends, for real. First it was Pop, now it's Jada Kiss. I ain't going for it.